cannot tell you how many people voted for Donald Trump because they said that he was going to end wars. They said that he was going to tariff other countries and make them pay, and that was going to be helpful for us and our economy. They said he was the union guy and the guy that really cares about us, and he's not the elite, and he's not somebody who is going to be buddy with somebody. He can't be bought because he's rich. I can't tell you how many people came to me and said that, yeah, he's America first. He doesn't want immigrants and all of this other stuff. Trump has literally shown that he has gone against every single thing that he said he was going to do.
Hey everyone, I have late breaking news. More and more voters are publicly coming out saying that they regret voting for Donald Trump as he continues backing out of his campaign promises and instead focuses on his billionaire friends. Firefighter unions in New York City are speaking out as Donald Trump and the Republicans fail to support the bill with their funds. The bill is the 9/11 First Responder Healthcare Fund. The program is there to help the 9/11 responders who are still suffering the effects of that terrible day and who are on the ground helping. The Republicans took that funding out of the bill from the orders of Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Like Donald Trump said during his campaign, I only want your vote. And he is now showing the American people exactly that, as he basically focuses on his billionaire friends and forgets about the American people. And as he also focuses on Greenland, Panama, Mexico, Canada. Total BS.
That's right. Another broken promise. Starting at the beginning, as soon as Donald Trump was elected, people started Googling what a tariff was. Why they Googled what a tariff was after the election and not before the election when they could actually do something about it, I have no idea. Plausible deniability, maybe. But people started Googling what a tariff was. And they found out that we, as consumers, are going to be the ones that end up paying all of the tariffs that Donald Trump wants to pay. And in actuality, that is why the prices were so high to begin with, coupled with the effects of COVID, tariffs, and the tariff war that Trump started with China, putting 10% tariffs on all of their goods back in 2017 and 18. That resulted in us paying higher prices for a lot of our goods in the first place. So even though everybody thinks that Donald Trump's economy was a lot better, he was riding off of the back of Obama's economy. Because Obama's economy was so good, it took a few years for Trump's 2017 tax cut and the tariffs that he put on Chinese goods to actually start affecting us. It didn't start affecting us until right about the end of 2019. It didn't affect everybody, but it started affecting a lot of people, like the manufacturing companies and the people that work in the factories, like the unions and things like that. It started to affect them back in September-ish of 2019. He was able to hide that because of the pandemic, which he knew about in December of 2019, but he didn't do anything about to actually try to mitigate the issues that were going on. So 2020 happens and the economy crashes. He gets elected out, Joe Biden gets in, and Joe Biden has to once again clean up a Republican's mess after they mess it up, just like Obama did with Bush, just like Clinton did with Poppy Bush. Now, people end up Googling what a tariff is. They figure out that a tariff is not going to punish the people over there. Stop voting based on who you want to punish. That just never ends well, but whatever, I digress. Then wars. He immediately picked a war with Canada and Mexico, two of our biggest allies, two of our biggest trading allies. He picked a war with them, even said that he was going to invade Mexico for their cartels and this, that, and the other, which the demand is actually here. And we make a lot of our own drugs and ship them out. And we arm the cartels as far as our firearms. So if we would get a handle on pharmaceutical drugs, and which are the gateway drugs to the fentanyl and things like that you see on the street, and if we would get a handle on our gun laws, then we'd be able to have a leg to stand on when we were talking about the Mexican cartels. But honestly, we're the problem here, not them. But whatever, I digress. Another war that he started, Panama, over the Panama Canal, which was not ours. It was on lease, and we gave it back. That's theirs, and they're an ally. Are you getting the pattern here? Greenland. We have now threatened war with Greenland over land we shouldn't have, and they're an ally. Now, who has he not said he's going to war with? Let's think. Dictators? Kim Jong-un? No war with Kim Jong-un, huh? No war with China? None of them? No war with Putin? Even though Putin is literally attacking an ally? No war with Putin. You know, these are all guys that he aspires to be. So there will be no war with them. But wasn't he supposed to be the president of no wars? MAGA voted for him, and there are signs outside my neighborhood saying that if you don't want any more wars ever, vote for Trump. And he tries to start like 4 of them before he's even in office. He has 20 days left before he even gets in there. And he is starting a war with like 4 countries before he gets in there. I digress. Then he disappointed the unions. The unions that actually voted for him, the unions that abstained from choosing a side and all of this other stuff, and were in the corner of Trump and were secretly happy and then publicly happy that he won, are all shocked and chagrined that he went back on that deal that the unions wanted with the Japanese company. Right. Got it. So no deal with Nippon. So that's the unions. And now firefighters. As you saw in that clip, the Republicans and Trump are not fighting for the firefighters that gave their lives and their health to the people of 9/11. Nah. And the thing is, the firefighters also refuse to endorse. And so they, in turn, also, they voted for this. And now they're shocked and chagrined that he doesn't care about them. I really wish that people would stop being so shocked when they find out that a guy like Donald Trump does not care about you. If you've been paying attention at all, you'll see that he doesn't have any loyalty to anyone. He demands loyalty to him. But then this is his last term, essentially, unless he tries to do something to stay in longer. This is his last term. He doesn't need your vote anymore. So he's not going to try to do anything for you. But he will do something for Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. Especially Elon, because Elon still got the green. And he wants that. And Elon can also primary all the people who go against Donald Trump. So he needs his attack dog, basically. And because of that, his attack dog is the one running the show. So all the people who are angry about the whole immigration thing, well, he doesn't need you anymore. He needs Elon. So don't be shocked that he goes to somebody that is not you. Because he needs the money. And you don't have enough money for him to actually care about your opinion anymore. So that's the hard truth of it. But it's the truth. Now, he has 20 days until he goes into office. And he has pretty much angered all of his big players as far as, you know, all the things that he said that he didn't want or that he did want and now he doesn't want anymore, or, you know, he doesn't care about any of his campaign promises. He even said that it would be difficult to bring down grocery prices because grocery prices are, once they're up, it's really hard to bring them down.
You are now proposing tariffs against the United States' three biggest trading partners. Economists of all stripes say that ultimately consumers pay the price of tariffs.
I don't believe
Can
it.
you guarantee American families won't pay more?
I can't guarantee anything.
That's not something that he said on the campaign trail. That's not something that he was telling you. He told you that he was going to bring them down. And he told you that the tariffs that he put on people were going to do that. And he told you he was going to deport everyone, which he actually might. But deporting everyone is actually going to bring your grocery prices up because the labor is now going to be depleted. So there's going to be nobody to plow the fields for as cheap as the immigrants were plowing them. So if they're going to hire Americans for that, which MAGA, I nominate you to get into the fields and go and get our and pluck our fields for food, because you're the ones who were like, they're taking our jobs. Oh, you want those immigrant jobs? You want to clean our toilets and you want to plow our fields? Not to say that that's all that immigrants do in this country. By far, they do not. But the ones that you say you hate are the ones that did the most thankless jobs. And they did it with gratitude because they got to be here. Safe. At least as safe as you can be for a country that has literally no common sense gun laws in some areas. So I nominate you to go plow our fields because apparently that's the job that you wanted. In 2025, we got to change our mindset. We are going to have to see past the color of our skin, gender, all of these race-baiting, gender-hating things that they have us looking at. They are dangling something in front of us, and we've got to get past it. We have to look at what is really going on in this world, and we've got to act accordingly. If we can make it these next 2 years, then we can vote in the primary and make Donald Trump a lame duck in 2026. He won't have any more power to ruin this country any more than he's going to ruin it in the next 2 years.